Hi everyone. I am doing things a little bit differently today. I'm trying something new because I have not been able to upload a new video since our mid-year review, I believe in like January or February. That's how long it's been. And I've just been wanting to literally post a video with just a brain dump of everything we've been doing since the mid-year review, everything that I have planned for summer break, and then also maybe expected plans for the fall. And so that's what this video is going to be. I'm going to do them in a 3-part series. So I'll start with my son, who's a rising 5th grader, and then I will follow up as soon as possible with my 2 daughters, who are a rising 4th grader and a rising 2nd grader. And so this is just going to be me recording my voice, and then I'll put some overlays or maybe search some items on Google that we're using to show you what's going on. I don't have everything in front of me, but I have been having to spend a lot of time in my car just shuttling kids back and forth to work. I have 2 teenagers, so they are broadening their horizons with employment, and we have singing classes, we have guitar lessons, we have a lot of things. So I'm in my car a lot, just spending time in my car waiting for my kids. And so I'm grateful for that, but it's not very easy to upload videos. So here I am. Since the mid-year review with my son, things kind of fell apart. Not in the sense of we weren't doing any schoolwork, anything like that. It's just in the sense of following my schedule, really getting to everything that I would love to get to every single day. We've taken quite a few days off. And so, with that being said, my son is doing really well. We'll start with language arts. So, I kind of had him looping through a lot of different workbooks. If you watch my mid-year review, I go more in depth about the looping schedule and how this has all looked for us. But mainly he's just looping through. So he has some Mrs. Wordsmith workbooks. He works in Michael Clay Thompson. He has some daily language review, which is basically just grammar review and correcting passages and sentences and putting the right punctuation, capitalization, etc. He has some writing skills books. Okay, and so with math, he is also doing really well. So his favorite thing is still Khan Academy. He does that every day. He's working through easy peasy. He's already finished the entire 4th grade year on easy peasy, and he's already working well into his 5th grade because he's just really advanced in math. What else is he doing? He loves the wrap-ups, which I'm not sure if I've touched on, but I will show on the screen what those are. Those are really fun for them to just really solidify their math facts. So adding, subtracting, multiplication, division. He doesn't really need that, but he loves to do it. So I don't tell him no. What else does he love in math? He is working through the level 4 master books. I think Math Lessons for Living Education is what it's called. I'll put that on the screen. He just works through that sporadically. Um, Recently, we gave him the CATS test, which is the California Achievement Test, and he's um, testing in 6th grade level for math. So I'm not super concerned with him finishing, a 4th grade level or even a 5th grade level at this point. So I think what I'll do the rest of this year and even into the next year is just to really solidify and review everything. I could easily push him into a higher math, but I don't really want to do that. And because he has a love for math right now, I want to keep him having fun with it. And I'm worried that if I push him too hard into concepts that are um, a little tougher for him to understand, he might lose that love. So I'm not going to skip over 5th grade by any means. Um, we'll probably work through Khan Academy. I've already had my eye on an IXL Ultimate Workbook. Again, I'm getting into the next year already, and I didn't want to do that. This was mostly just supposed to be the end of this year. So that is what's working for him in math. In history, we're still doing our together subject. He does this with his 3rd and 1st grader sister. So we sit down as a family, we read alouds. We're working through Winter Promises, Hideaways, and History. We're still in the 2nd book. I believe it's called The Hideaways in the Age of Empires, I believe it is. I'll show that on the screen as well. We really enjoy that. And then I've also added Truth Quest Volume 1, which is starting to get into American history more heavily. So thus far, we've really only focused on ancient times. We went through Roman times, we went through medieval times, and we're getting to the Age of Exploration. So I'm putting together a schedule of how I'm using the Winter's Promise to coincide with the Truth Quest and really just work through the beginning of America's history. So that's been fun and exciting. But they all love that. And I just pair the readings with lots of visual YouTubes, lots of read alouds. We're currently learning about the Indians and the Pilgrims. We're loving a book that we're reading about Pocahontas. We're loving a book we're reading about William Bradford, Pilgrim Boy. I have plans to start Amos Fortune soon. Yeah, so we're just chugging along in history. They love that subject. We also add to our timeline every time we come to a new war, a new clash, a new, historical figure. So that's just fun and very eclectic. As far as science goes, they love science, but I'm also very laid back about science. We worked through my own schedules that I put together that coincided with the California requirements for the school year. So we nailed all of those. And now we're just watching Science Max on TV. We love the Magic School Bus. We love to use any type of literature, science. We love nature studies. Um, we love random YouTube videos like SciShow, SciKids. Um, yeah, anything science related, we'll just throw that in every so often. I believe those are the 4 core subjects. As for electives, um, I want him to really start doing typing more, so we're gonna try out Type C, as well as just having him type up any papers that he writes. When he doesn't want to handwrite, I want to push him into just typing it if that's what he would rather do. He's um, still reviewing cursive in a reason for handwriting. Again, he just is completely fine with all of that. What else is he doing as far as electives? We've just joined the My Homeschool Village, which we're loving so far. So I've been using study.com for things like geography to add in to our already eclectic geography studies. What else is he using on there that he really loves? He's gonna get interested in the Minecraft challenges, and I have an idea for him to start coding again, which he already does every so often, but I want to consider more of a program throughout the summer that he could really create something with his coding skills. Um, so as far as the summer plans go, we're just going to eliminate the core subjects really. Aside from, I am going to give them each a summer workbook. So if you know anything about these, there's Summer Bridge. I believe Brain Quest offers them. I know I've seen an Argo Prep that offers them. And what this is basically for children in between grades during the summer to review anything and get ready for the next year so that they're not just sitting idly and forgetting anything over the summer. I know we want to make summer really fun for them so that they have a lot more free time, but in my house, a lot more free time means they really want to go on the screens, and I like to still keep the pens and paper out. I like to keep the art going and the nature studies going, and we'll probably do history at least once or twice a week for sure to finish out the fictional historical fiction that we're reading currently. And so those are his summer plans. As far as the fall, I will put out another video of the curriculum that I finally have chosen for him that he'll be moving into next year. Because we stopped our charter school in the middle of this school year, we've really just been trialing a lot of things. And while it worked out really well and he's excelling, I'm anxious to get into the fall to really weed out the stuff we didn't love and just focus on all the things he did love. So, be on the lookout for that video. And yeah, that's all I have to say about my fourth grader, almost fifth grader. Our last day of the school year is May 31st. And so everything's excited. I hope you all have a wonderful summer and keep on the lookout for my daughters who are rising fourth graders and rising second graders. I'm going to have a video out just like this for them. Thanks.